Hi, this is Cary with TLC Realty Group, and I'm here today featuring one of my lenders, Hyman, with Corporate Investors Mortgage Group. Hayes, thanks for joining me today.
Well, pleasure to be here. Thank
Great.
you.
So tell me a little bit about how long you've been in the mortgage business.
Well, I started in the 80s. I'm that old, 1986, and it got my blood, and I'm still here.
That's great. That's great. How long have you been with Corporate Investors Mortgage Group?
Since June of 2005.
Okay, great. So what services do you provide as part of your?
So Corporate Investors Mortgage Group is a residential mortgage lender, just residential for home buyers who are looking for primary residence or investment property or second homes. That's what we do.
That's great. What kind of loans can you provide?
So we do all first mortgages for, like I said, residential primary residence, second home, vacation home, investment property, first-time home buyers, and then the whole gambit of, fixed, variable, jumbos, that sort of thing.
Great. Are you a mortgage lender for any of the current residential properties that are listed in our triangle?
Well, yes. So our company is a preferred lender for a number of different new home construction communities throughout the triangle, and including right here in downtown Cary.
Great, great. That's awesome. So what would you recommend for somebody that's getting ready to buy a home for the first time? What should they expect with the mortgage process?
That's a good question. I've always believed that it's the first thing a new home buyer should do, and even if you're not a first-time home buyer, but that is to figure out, to meet with your lender and get pre-qualified or pre-approved and know exactly what to expect in terms of the financing, the closing costs, what the current rates are, how much it fits into your budget, and really back into a loan amount that you can afford, qualify for, and are comfortable with. And do that before you start looking for a house, really, because you want to make sure that you don't waste everyone's time, including your own.
That's great. That's great. What about the paperwork aspect? I know a lot of times when I'm working with buyers or sellers, they're always like, how much paperwork is it going to be to get this mortgage?
Yeah.
So what should I tell them?
Right. That's another good question. It's not even paperwork anymore, but it's electronic paperwork.
Okay.
And but it's still an awful lot, because over the years we've been through some economic downturns, which led to a great deal of real estate decline because of problems with people getting loans that didn't qualify and loans that were not good loans. And so a lot has changed in our regulatory environment. And one of the things that change came about is that there's a lot of paperwork, a lot of checks and balances. I think the best way to go into it is just to be prepared and informed. And so, like I said, you can start the process. There's a lot of good resources that your lender will have for first-time home buyers in particular on what sort of things they have to ask, questions to ask, not only about their lender, but about their realtor and about the homes that they're looking at, so that they're totally informed with the process. You don't have to be a lender, but you have to know the questions to ask so that you can make an informed decision.
Is there any benefit for a new home buyer or a resale buyer that's looking to shop a loan? Should they speak with multiple lenders?
Sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think I appreciate lenders, or buyers rather, that shop and ask different lenders for quotes, because that means that you're working with a informed buyer who cares, like I would care if it were me, what they're getting. It's very flattering when they call me and say, look, my favorite realtor said you're the best, and I'm not going to shop around, but truth is it's okay. It legitimizes what I'm offering. So in that regard, I think it's a good thing.
Great. Are there any things that buyers can ask lenders for that would be incentives from the lender side when they're looking to buy?
Well, yeah. I mean, a lender, so you have lenders that are banks or affiliated with banks. You have credit unions, and then you have mortgage companies, and then of course mortgage brokers. So I'm not sure how much all that matters, what type of company you're working with, except for you want somebody who's knowledgeable with experience who understands not just the whole gambit of finance, but can help you. And then what happens is when you shop around, you'll find someone that you click with. Okay. And you'll find some people that you don't click with. And it's a big transaction. So it's important that you have people that you click with, that you're working with, both as your realtor and your lender.
Okay, that's great advice. What's the market like right now for someone who's looking to buy?
Yeah, so this is a seller's market predominantly, particularly in certain price points, which you of course well know. And what that means is that there's more people looking to buy in these price points than there's available inventory for sale. So what a person needs to know is that it is a good time to buy in terms of rates are very low. And because your house payment is for almost all consumers, is their single largest financial obligation each month. Right. And it's a long-term obligation. It's very important that you get it right, because your whole budget revolves around your house payment. And so this is a great time to buy in the sense that the rates are low, but it's also important to be prepared. You have to be prepared because it is a seller's market. Houses that are good properties, which is what you want, is a good property, right? They're not going to last long, so you have to be ready to jump on it. Know what you want, so that your realtor will help you figure that out, and know what you can do, and your lender will help you figure that out.
Okay, that's great. Anything else you'd want someone to know that's shopping for a mortgage or looking for a lender?
Well, yeah, I think I have a certain philosophy about it, okay? So I think buying a house for everybody, doesn't matter if you're a first-time home buyer or not, is one of life's top five life-changing events.
Okay.
So you have, getting married, having a baby, getting divorced, someone close to you passing away, buying a home. It is the shelter for your family. It is your, safe place, your domain where you go home after work to unwind and all this. And it's your single largest financial transaction for pretty much all consumers. And so it's crucial that you put together a great team. There's going to be anxiety, but there's good anxiety and there's bad anxiety. So what you want is a team that helps make everything smooth. You're going to have road bumps. There's going to be some issues almost all the time. So a great team is, your realtor, of course, your lender, and all the people that they engage, the inspectors, the appraisers, the lawyers, the home inspectors, just everything that goes into it. And if you have a good team and they're working in sync together, it's going to be a beautiful transaction. And if you don't, and you don't click with those people, then you're going to have the bad stress. So that's why it's good to shop around and be informed.
Well, I appreciate your time today. Thank you for joining me.
Well, thank you.
And I will definitely be sending you referrals if I have anybody that's looking for a mortgage. That's important.
Happy to help.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. So everybody, thank you again. This has been Cary. Hope you've enjoyed the feature today with Hayes Hyman. And if you have any questions for Hayes, feel free to reach out to him. His information is below. And if you have another company you'd like to feature, just let me know. There's a link at the bottom. Thanks so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.